So she fraudulently deposited a bunch of checks into into her account through her pay stubs. She doubled it in the tune of $5,400. So she's gonna end up going to the Sumter County Detention Center.
What the hell are you thinking?
Okay.
You had to do this here. They gave you a chance. They gave you a job. You did this to them. What you wanted. This is what you wanted. This is what you're gonna get. This is what you wanted.
Hi, how can I help you guys?
Well, we have been going through records. We are extremely behind in our taxes, so we've just recently been doing some recons, and we discovered for several months, between the months of June 2022 and January of 2023, that we have a employee that apparently has been doing online banking as well as presenting checks to either a cashing institution, like maybe a convenience store or something like that. So we've got multiple checks being cashed for the same employee. We've already gone to the bank. They've done a little bit of research, kind of told us what kind of banks they were, but we feel like it's fraud. And so we just want to make a representation.
Where's the business at that?
Here in Bushel.
Okay. And then where is she cashing the checks?
Well, we got that information.
Yeah, we have all of it.
Is it local that she's cashing it?
I have no idea, no, because one bank is a slide bank, which according to our bank,
like
Stride, which is more like
something.
Chime, which is an online banking.
Okay.
And then there's no local banks that they've been cashed at.
They were
And not being duplicated, put that way. None of the checks none of her payroll checks that she cashed locally were duplicated. Everything that has been duplicated has either been with this Stride Bank, which is an online banking, and then looks like a presentation to maybe a check cashing facility.
Do you guys know where the check casting facility is? Or?
No, we have pictures, so we went through and I've printed how the check was first presented and then how it was presented secondly. Most of them, other than the very first one, was within a day of each other. And so it started, what did we say, in July of 2022. And then in January of 2023, our bank
Only
caught one. And then it's like it stopped after that.
So how many transactions are there?
It's $5,400. So
Okay.
there are...
maybe 20 between the months. That's what I'm saying.
So what you see on top is how it was first presented to the bank. And then the second one is how it was the second time to whoever. That first one, there's a noticeable difference between days. And that's the only one like that.
You're saying 2020 to now? Or
No.
2022 to now?
Started in 2022 and
Okay.
ended in January of 2023. We have an unfortunate situation in our office where a previous owner left us with a mess of an accounting. And so we are just now reconning 2022 and 2023, and these were just recently found Saturday.
The employee still works for us.
Okay,
And that's
so-
why we're here.
Well, let me ask you though, were you guys the owners in 2022 and 2023?
Yeah.
We are not.
Well,
We're not the owner.
Okay.
So the owner on paper is not with us, but he is going to be advised of all this. That's our next visit. I'm the office manager, she's the agent.
Okay, so what I'm asking is because you guys said that
Were we there?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
I did
so-
payroll then.
Okay, so when it switched over, because you guys said it switched over to a different business, or
no, she
like the
passed
previous?
away,
Okay.
and then
Yeah.
I became agent.
But
But
the ownership was joint robber survivorship with her and her husband.
so nothing changed about her.
Nothing changed
Okay.
about ownership.
So nothing's changed about ownership between now and then.
No.
Okay, so because that's what I'm trying to make sure is that it's not a different
Another
victim.
individual.
Yeah, like it's a
Yeah.
different victim because like say the business got sold is what I'm asking.
Oh, no,
Okay.
nothing like that.
Hi.
Somerset County 16 felony counts of check fraud, July 14th, 2025. 3 questions, Fourth Amendment, Miranda, and sentencing outcome.
Are you Delilah? Can I have a conversation with you, please, in the back? Okay. We're gonna go have a conversation. So I'm Deputy Molesky. I'm with the Sumter County Sheriff's Office. The reason that I'm sitting here meeting with you is because there's an investigation that's been brought to my attention by your employers from 2022 to 2023, reference some potentially fraudulent checks. What's going to end up happening today is you are going to end up being placed under arrest, okay?
Yes.
So what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you stand up for me real quick. Put your hands behind your back. Okay. When my coworker gets here, what we're going to do is I'm going to have him stand with you. We're going to end up grabbing some of your items. I'll let you talk to your mom and everything like that. Put your hands together like you're praying for me. Yep, that's fine. Okay, do you have anything on you that's going to stick me, poke me, contaminate me, anything of that nature?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, go ahead and spread your feet for me. Just gonna do a quick pat down. I'm gonna do a full pat down here shortly, okay? Okay, I'm gonna have you sit where I was sitting because it's this non-swivel chair. I'm just gonna have you wait for Deputy Hinterhofer to get here, and then he's gonna stand with you, and I'll go get your supplies and everything like that. Okay. Where is her purse or her phone? Her phone. I'll let mom take everything.
Where is she?
Ma'am, come talk to me. Okay, she's in the back with one of my coworkers right now, okay? So she fraudulently deposited a bunch of checks into her account through her pay stubs. She double did it in the tune of $5,400. So she's gonna end up going to the Sumter County Detention Center. If you're
Can I talk to her, please?
Hold on a second. That's what I'm gonna tell you. If you're calm, I'll let you talk to her.
I'm calm.
Okay? Just don't touch her. She's sitting in there and she's in handcuffs right now with my other coworker, and you can have a conversation with her, okay?
What the hell are you thinking, Delilah?
Okay.
No. ¿Qué chingados estás pensando, hija? ¿Qué estás
What do you mean?
pensando? Estás trabajando. ¿Qué estás pensando?
This was 2 a few years
Yeah,
ago.
they were,
I was done with stuff with her. I didn't have her.
So it's gonna be August. So the first one's in August. Or no, the first one's in July, so that one
you had
won't
to do
count
this?
probably. I gotta check that date, but yeah, August
You
sounds
had
will
to
be
do
good.
this.
I wasn't gonna talk to you.
You had to do this, Delilah. You had to do this here. They gave you a chance. They gave you a job. You did this to them.
Sounds good.
Really, Delilah? ¿Qué estás pensando? Te dije que te iba a pasar. Te dije que te iba a quitar los niños. La gente con que estás. How many times did I say the people you hang out with? No, it's the people. It's not that. It's just that too.
I'm gonna
It
leave her
is.
phone with the full confession that she has. I'm
It
gonna
is.
get some
It
more
is.
paperwork from them real quick. If you're okay, are you cool here?
¿Qué estás pensando? ¿Qué te dije? What te voy a decir yo?
You can see it. I'll come down. Kind of down, but that's kind of it's fun.
This what you wanted? This is what you wanted? This is what you're going to get. This is what you wanted? This is the life you wanted to get? You got the baby daddy in jail? Is that what you wanted? You got another boy in jail? That what you wanted? That's the life you want to live? Like your man do? That's the kind of life you want? Like your friend's man do? So now you want to see your kids in jail too? So that's what you chose tonight.
Okay, Mom.
That's what you chose. Think about it. So I'm going to tell Julio and Jacob.
What do you mean?
I'm going to tell Julio and Jacob. No tell everybody I can know?
Yeah.
Apparently not. Because you did it.
Ma'am, you're gonna take her wallet and everything that's in her desk. I'm taking her phone so she can get phone numbers. I just need your ID to say that I'm passing her wallet and like anything that's in her wallet to you. just for documentation purposes.
SO3.
I'm sorry this had to happen. Thank you, ma'am. Okay, so what's gonna end up happening? She's gonna get booked into the jail. She's got 16 felonies. It's gonna be $16,000 plus most likely for the bond. Okay, so 10% to a bondsman. Yeah, I'm giving you a low number right now because I haven't done a fraud arrest in a while. So it's going to be, it's usually between $1,000 and $2,000. So it's going to be anywhere between 16 and like 3,200 or 32,000. So she'll be able to give you it as soon as the charging is done, but she'll be able to be in contact with you because she'll be able to get numbers out of her phone. Okay.
Warrantless arrest requires probable cause. Illinois versus Gates, 1983, totality of circumstances standard. 16 documented duplicate transactions from the victim employer, probable cause satisfied. United States versus Watson, 1976, warrantless arrest authorized when the suspect is present and flight is a realistic concern. Both conditions met. Arrest constitutionally sound. Ownership continuity of the victim business confirmed before proceeding. A victim standing issue preemptively closed. Central deficiency, no Miranda advisement on record. Miranda versus Arizona, 1966, custody plus interrogation, 4 advisements required. Right to silence. Statements usable in court. Right to attorney. Appointed counsel if indigent. Burkhammer versus McCarty, 1984, protections attach at custody, not when questioning begins. Handcuffs applied, custody established. No advisement followed. No post-arrest interrogation occurred. No suppression issue arose in proceedings. Not interrogating is a tactical decision. Not advising is a procedural gap. These are different things. One question without prior advisement would have made any answer suppressible. 16 counts depositing funds with intent to defraud. $5,400. Third-degree felony. 5 years probation, concurrent, full restitution. Concurrent sentencing signals a single unified scheme. First-time offender. Documentary evidence. Likely full cooperation. 3 factors behind the lenient outcome.
Okay, you're taking custody of the children? Okay, and you know where to get them and what to do and everything like that? Okay, I just want to make sure before she leaves, because there is going to be a period where she's not going to be able to have contact with you, so if you have any questions about the children, now's the time to ask. You know, medications and food allergies? Okay, like I said, I just like to make sure for the kids' sakes and everything like that. Okay, they live with you, right? Okay, do you have any questions, comments, or concerns? Okay, mom's got the kids, she knows exactly what to do with them, everything to do. How to do everything. I'm going to do a full pat down of you now. So just so you go ahead and stand up for me. So you understand you can't take any nicotine, tobacco, marijuana, anything like that into the jail. Anything goes into the jail tucked away or anything like that, even the smallest bud of marijuana, even if it's legal, it's automatically a felony. Do you have anything on you? Okay. Nothing shoved behind the phone case or anything? Okay. Go ahead and spread your feet for me. We're going to do this in the AC because it's horrible out there. Just a hair clip, no extensions or anything. Pocket on this. Okay, raise your arms a little bit for me. Okay, thank you.
It's just the back of the leafy case.
Yeah, it's fine. I just have to open it and make sure there's nothing tucked back there that wants us to do. Welcome back. Okay, come on. We have this first car right here. We're just going to go to the passenger back side.
Deputy Molesky B+. Probable cause established before restraint, correct sequence. Pre-notification before handcuffing, de-escalation. 0 force arrest in a live workplace. Welfare inquiry for minor children. Documented property transfer with ID verification. Both exceeded minimum policy requirements. Grade reduced, no Miranda advisement on record. Burkhammer required it at the moment of custody. Delilah C+. Full compliance during arrest and transport credited. 16 transactions. 2 banking channels. 7 months. Sustained intent, not an impulsive act. Employer complainants a minus. Documentation organized. Bank consulted. Suspect not confronted. Grade reduced 2-year detection gap across 16 transactions. A system failure, not an accounting accident. Takeaway 1. Miranda. Delivering the advisement and choosing not to interrogate are 2 separate obligations. Document the advisement on record, every time. Takeaway 2. Financial crimes. Transaction records do not degrade. 2022 is prosecutable in 2025. Time is not a defense. The evidence is permanent. Takeaway 3. Internal controls. 16 duplicate disbursements went undetected for 7 months. That is a structural failure. For employees, each transaction is a separate felony count. The paper trail does not disappear. For employers, monthly reconciliation would have closed this in 30 days, not 2 years. For officers, the strongest cases need no confession. Preserve the chain of custody. Let the paper trail work. Let us know if there is an interaction or legal topic you would like us to discuss in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Don't forget our channel.